प्रेम से बोलिए श्री उमापति महादेव की जय, विष्णु भगवान की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, सर्वदेवी देवता की जय, सकल पंच की जय, जय सीताराम. Dear devotees, once more on behalf of the Mandir, a most cordial and special welcome. We are blessed again to resume satsang as customary on a Thursday evening. A most cordial and special welcome to all bhaktas and devotees normally joined in with us on our Facebook page, streaming live again once more by members of the Sanagar Hindu Youth Group from the Sanagar Hindu Temple, branch number 67 of the SDMS of Ojo Road in San Grande, Trinidad, West Indies. A most cordial and special welcome. We say a special welcome again to a dear bhai coming in, Mr. Krishnat Ramaran from Sawa. He told me that he will come back and he is here. So it's so nice to have you, bhai, to join with us in satsang. And all those again, that's because there's the interest in learning. So last week we have had a very successful Shrimad Bhagavad Puran Panchauti Sapta Yagya, having thus completed the reading of the Shrimad Bhagavad Puran over a period of 24 years. And devotees, it was a wondrous occasion. I'm sorry for those who missed it or missed part of it, because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I am sure for the younger ones especially, it would have been a first time experience for them. Okay, the older ones, who grew up in long time days will know about it. So I did tell you that we will look into another script here, as the whole issue is about educating ourselves, extracting knowledge to help us in life. And I have been quoting a lot from the Shri Garuda Purana, and I told you I think we should become a bit familiar with it. So I told you that we will start reading from the Shri Garuda Purana. There are 18 Purans in Hinduism. One of them is the Shri Garuda Purana. It is a discussion between Bhagwan Vishnu and Garuda himself. So devotees, focus upon Lord Vishnu. Take this beautiful form on the side of the Singhasan here. Same Krishna Bhagavan, but the Lord has 4 hands. Sankha Chakra Gara Pajpat Bala Vibhushitam. A beautiful form of a dark hue complexion, beautiful crown. And so Prabhu again, he has in volume 12 of the Bhagavad Puran, a discussion was given by Sri Suji Maharaj to Saunakari Rishio about Bhagwan Vishnu in the complex form and every aspect of him, right? If you could focus upon them, it's very complex. But this form, devotees, is very, very simple. So again, through the third eye, keep your focus upon him as we crave of thee, O Prabhu. Bless us once more with your divine grace, guidance, mercy, divine protection. But Prabhu, again, we crave the greatest of boon that any human can be blessed with. The gift of unswerving, unfaltering, uninterrupted, unflinching, loyal devotion of bhakti to thee. As we keep our focus on the lotus feet of Prabhu, we refer the various divinities again, beginning with Sri Ganesh. Hari Om. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Sri Saraswati Ay Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha. Om Yam Brahma Vedanta Vido Varante, Param Pradhana Purushanta Thanye, Vishwar Gate Karanam Ishwaram Va, Tasmai Namo Vigna Vinashanaya. Vinadhare Vipula Mangaladana Shile Bhaktarati Nashini Viranichi Karisha Vande Kirti Prade Akhila Mano Ratade Mahare Vidya Pradayini Saraswati Naumi Nityam. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurve Namaha. Om Mukhaṁ Karoti Vachalam पंगुलं यते गिरिं यत् कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् नीलाम्बुज श्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीता समर्पितवामभागं पानुमहाशायक चारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय हरि ओम यं ब्रह्मा वरुण इंद्र रुद्रमरुत स्तुनवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गोपारक्रमोपनिषदैः गारयन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थिता तर्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यन्तं नाविरोऽसुरा सुरगणदेवाय तस्मै नमः हे रमा पुरुषोत्तम नरहरि नारायण केशव गोविंदा गरुड़ध्वज गुणनिधि दामोदरा माधवा हे कृष्णा कमलापति यदुपति सीतापति श्रीपति वैकुंठाधिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि मम हरि ओम वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्ण वंदे जगद्गुरुं नमः विज्ञान रूपाय परमानंद रूपिणे कृष्णाय गोपीनाथाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः कृष्णाय वसुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः नमो ब्राह्मण्य देवाय गौ ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगन्नाथाय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः नागेन्द्रहराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्मांगरगाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्ध्याय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकराय नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्रे स्वः स्वधा नमोस्तुते नमस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुधे पुरारवेन्द्र यतपत्र नेत्र येन त्वय भारत तल्य पूर्ण प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानम प्रदीपम श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार वरनो रघुवर विमल यश
जो ध्यायत फल चार
बुद्धहीन तनु
जानिके
ओ सुमिरो
पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार
सिया पति रामचंद्र
जी की जय शरणम
नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि बोलो श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. Now this Garud Puran does not have a Sumiran, okay? Like the Bhagavad and the Ramayana. So we join in praises to Saraswati Devi, begging of her to bless us as we normally crave of her. That may we always possess a sharp and broad intellect, good memory, eloquence in our speech, melody in our voice, creativity in our hands, master in musical instruments, all in the field of fine arts and talents. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. Jai Jai
Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai 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 Sri Rama Radhika Ma. Jai Jai Jai
Shri Saraswati Mata.
Jai 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 Sri
Shri Saraswati Mata.
Prathama Vinavamai Sri Ganesh ko duje Saraswati Ma. Tije mai Vinavati ne deva ko jo yak sriti jana. Tije mai Vinavati ne deva ko jo yak sriti jana. Jai
Jai Jai Shri Saraswati Mata.
Jai 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 Sri Rama Radhika Ma.
Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai
Jai Jai Shri Saraswati Mata.
चौथे मैं विनवा पंच सभी को ज्ञान तुझे उलधाम। श्री गरुड़ पुराण अनुपम करनी अवसागर पार करा। श्री गरुड़ पुराण अनुपम करनी अवसागर पार करा। जय
Jai Jai Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai 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 Sri Rama Radhika Ma.
Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai
Jai Jai Shri Saraswati Mata.
Jai
Jai Jai
Sri Saraswati Mata. Bolo Shri Adi Shakti Saraswati Mata ki jai. Always again remind ourselves that this great pathway of life that we follow, this pathway of Sanatan Dharma. Our forefathers coming here 179 years ago brought with them this noble pathway of life, second to none in the universe. For the word Sanatan means eternal. Dharma is a righteous pathway of life that is meant for progression. You live as you should as a Hindu, you must progress, you have to progress, you're bound to progress. That is our pathway of life, it's meant for that. And we see that devotees for fathers who came here with nothing. A little Ghatari, a little Jaji Bondla, as you say, they came with nothing. And look at where we are after 179 years. You see, Hinduism or Sanatan Dharam is not a religion in inverted commas. You have to live it. You have to live the life of it. First thing you have to understand, to be a practicing Hindu, you cannot be lazy. Because you have to practice to get up before sunrise. You understand? All the devotion, rain falling, bucket a drop, you bathe and go off for your gel. Right? You don't start even making cool. Now hot water thing. Long time so build a cold barrel water outside. And you're finding gel and sun. So you have to have that faith, that belief. Drivaswas is your implicit faith and belief, devotees. I'm telling you, you must progress. You have to progress. You're bound to progress. There's no if and but. Hinduism devotees, our fathers brought, is oldest pathway of life. In Sanatan Dharam, we do not have just one book alone to read from, and this is it and nothing else but this. No. We have so much scriptures, you can't finish read them. You had to bond back how many lifespans to study them. Imagine 24 years we take to read Bhagavad, 15 years to read Ramayana, and that is only 2. Huh? 4 Vedas, 6 Shastras, 18 Purans, 108 Upanishads. Yeah, the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita, the Dharam Shastras, the Shrutis, the Smritis, and I can go on like that. So many scriptures that we can source knowledge from. Right? To help ourselves, to educate ourselves, to better ourselves. And this is what satsang is meant to do. Satsang again is the holy environment created where 3 major activities take place. Puja, worshiping the feet of the Lord. Kirtan, singing and chanting the praises of the Lord with a guileless heart, is highly recommended in Kali Yuga by Kali Yuga Raja Parikshit. And Katha devotees, you see, Bhagwan's knowledge is embedded in the Katha. Man, Vachan, Karam, say you put your minds with rapt attention in thought, words, and deed, and drink to the cup of the air, the nectar-like praises of the Lord. Gradually, what begins to happen? The third eye begins to open, the light of knowledge will dawn, dispelling the darkness of ignorance. Control then comes over your senses of perception, the organs of action. For all man's trouble come from seeing, tasting, touching, smelling, hearing. Right? And when that begins to happen, a transformation starts to take place in the body. You then begin to realize really your true purpose of life here and working towards it. Okay? So devotees, you know, the little song that I normally sing, after a period of time you will see that happening, and you start to begin to realize what this body really was given to me for. So much knowledge was given Bhagavad, you know. Let me use it for the true purpose. And what is the best purpose to use it for? 2 little eyes to look to God, 2 little ears to hear His word, 2 little hands to do His will, 2 little feet to walk His way, and 1 little mouth to sing His praise. You just start to practice doing that with this body, and you will see how your whole life will be enhanced. Happiness that we everybody looking for, you're going to see it come in India. Right? So our way of life, devotees, our forefathers brought it here. Under the underlying quotation of the Vedas is that if you live for the sake of your dharma will protect you. That is a saying from the Vedas, you know. You live for the sake of your dharma will protect you. Now then you might ask the question, how are we going to know how to live, what to do to live for the sake of our dharma? That's what satsang is for. That's what Bhagavad teaches, Ramayana, the Garuda Purana will teach us, Bhagavad Gita and so on. This is where we get the teachings from devotees. So it tells us again, you must stand firm like a soldier on the battlefield. Be prepared to go wrong, but no retreat. Right? Do not turn away from this pathway of life your forefathers have brought, devotees. It is second to none in this. Let me tell you something. When you analyze Sanatan Dharam, it has with it, incorporated with it, the rites, the rituals, the feasts, the festivals. All right? It is also intertwined with agriculture. The culture to devotees is intertwined with the rites and rituals. And that also is intertwined with agriculture. Agriculture is part of Hinduism. Most of the things we use is from agricultural products. Okay? So it is a part of life that you live, and you're going to see devotees. When you understand the richness of it, then you begin to realize it is worth sacrificing your whole life for it. It's not very fun but about that. When you really reach to that point, you will realize that. So stand firm like a soldier in the battlefield. Be prepared to go wrong for your dharma. But no retreat, no turning back, no backing out then, as you say. So praise be to Sanatan Dharma. कहो एक बार ये मित्रों सनातन धर्म की जय तो
कहो एक बार ये मित्रों सनातन धर्म की जय हो
करो प्रचारो दुनिया में सनातन धर्म की जय हो
प्रचार दुनिया में सनातन धर्म की जय हो
सनातन धर्म रक्षा हित हजारों का मेरे रन में
सनातन धर्म रक्षा हित हजारों सनातन धर्म की जय हो सनातन धर्म की जय हो सनातन धर्म की जय हो
प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय विष्णु भगवान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय साधु गुरु के दंडवत जय 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 सीताराम. You see, devotees, they brought with them all their rites, ritual, feasts and festivals. For instance, on Monday coming is Krishna Janam, Ashtami, when Bhagavan Krishna, part of the Bhagavad yag that we have, we must observe Krishna Janam during that, like Govardhan Puja. But Bhagavan Krishna came on the Ashtami Tithi, the 8th lunar date in the dark period of the month of Bhadrapada, which we are in right now. So next week, Monday night, will be Krishna Janam Ashtami. And that, Bhagavan celebrates that. He came exactly 12 midnight. So devotees, just to give you an idea, you know, one of the things that I like and I try to do is that for the younger ones to know what traditions really was like then. Because after time, as I tell you, everything will die out. Okay? How many of you in the audience here, just those of you are here, for the first time experience a 3 days Bhagavad as how we had it? Just show by your hands. You never were involved in it before, you didn't know what it was like, all these things and so on. Huh? Who never had the opportunity with it? Right? So you see, there are many. So now you see, you will grow to be old and you remember really what really a Sapta Yag is like. A Ramayana Yagya devotees originally is 9 nights, you know. Not 3, 5, and 7, you know. 9 nights it's supposed to be. That and all has died out too. So you want to revive back and let again, as whilst you could do it, you do it. With time reach and you can't, well, you can't. So to Krishna Janmashtami is really 12 midnight. And we try our best to keep it that way. So puja will start here at, say, for the latest 9 o'clock, right? We do puja by the Bedi. We'll have reading of Katha whilst Kirtan is taking place. And by about 11:45, so in the night, we started the puja in the Parna there, and devotees who prepare the Parsar and so on could come to offer. So that's one of the things they brought with them when they came. Diwali is the next one they brought. Pitra Paks, the observance of that they brought. Diwali they brought. Ram Leela they brought. All these occasions they brought with them. And if you study again Hinduism, right? As a Hindu, you are fully occupied from the 1st of January to the 31st of December. You have so much things to involve yourself in. You don't have to go outside of your way of life. Right? If you really go to observe everything. Right? You are fully occupied in this way. And devotees again, the Vedas say, live for your dharma will protect you. Again, if you really get down and you make that sacrifice and try to do it, you're going to see, devotees, how it really pays off. Bolo Shri Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Now the Garuda Puran is reading like the Bhagavad Puran. All right? They don't have chopais and dohas like the Ramayana. And it's a discussion between Bhagavan Vishnu and Garuda himself. Garuda is the chariot upon which Lord Vishnu travels. Okay? Now, a lot of people do not like to listen to Garuda Puran, or they don't like to hear it for some reason or the other. Let me tell you why. You know, to simply put it, stones may fall in your garden, as you say. Right? The thing about it is we want to get knowledge. We want to find out the truth. It is not meant to offend anyone. Nobody on this earth is perfect. We all are here because we have some karmas that put us here we had to beat out. We commit good and we do bad. We commit good, devotees. We do it either consciously or unconsciously. In the same way too, we do bad consciously and unconsciously. It happens with us. Right? It happens with us, you wouldn't believe. And that's why I told you that we need to listen to this text, that sometimes we may not want to believe that what really is something really wrong we're doing, and you just bypass it. Okay? You see, devotees, let me just show you, just give a little idea. We all leave home tonight, come into satsang, and we come into something good. Eh? Took a bath, put on clean clothes, everything. We mind is on Bhagavan Vishnu. How many insects you kill on the road while you were driving? How many insects fly and hit the grill on the windscreen and died? You believe that's sin? That's sin. Yeah? We ain't thinking about that till we took our creation by the temple. But thy sin become a there too. You see how it is be? So consciously and unconsciously, it happens to us. And that's why devotees is good. As I listen again, as I tell you, it is not meant, devotees, to offend, but it is meant for us to extract the truth, knowledge. It may fall in my garden, as you say, it may fall in your garden, but listen again, it is not meant for any issue like that of offense, but really to extract knowledge in this respect. So Bhagavan Vishnu and Garuda had this dialogue, and this is what is taken from, which is called the Shri Garuda Puran. Hari Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Guru Charan Kamalibhyo Namo Namaha Krishna Shri Vishnue Namaha Om Namo Narayanaya Bhagavan Vatsalam Atha Garuda Puranam ko bhasha tika Hari Om Sahitam Hari Om Atha Pratamo Adhyay. This is the first chapter which explains Hari Om Dharam ko driha ko vadhamulo ko Vedavasta Kanda Purana ko Hari Om Shakha Dharta Krito ko Hari Om Sri Promo ko Moksha Phalo Madhu ko Sura ko Napadhayo Jayati Hari Om Naimisharan Kshetra ko Hari Om Rishiya Saunakadayah Satrang ko Swargai ko Lokai ko Sahastra Sama Samam Na Ekadatu ko Bhuyah Pratahu ko Tahu ko Tagaya Satya Kritang ko Su Hari Om Sutama Sinang Hari Om Prapancha ko Ridama Darat Siri Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai. So here devotees, in Naimisharan Kshetra, as I told you, satsang always goes on there. And there all the scriptures were discussed upon. One of the masters himself, who very versatile devotees, was as the Vyas there, Siddhi Surji Maharaj. He did explain Bhagavad and other scriptures again to the 88,000 rishis there. And so again devotees, the question was asked of him about the Garuda Puran. So what it says, Hari Om. Eka samay Hari Om Sri Saunak आदि अथासियो ऋषियों को विष्णु क्षेत्र को नैमिषारण्य को स्वर्ग की प्राप्त के कोटि 1000 वर्ष बोले हरि ओम सत्र नामक यज्ञ को करना लगे कि होता है. Now Saunak and the others, they organize a yajna for 1,000 years, you know. Right? 1000 varsh means 1,000 years. And the main topic was to discuss on the fundamentals and principles of righteousness and how to help man in this Kali Yuga. Satnarayan Brat Katha was one of the issues discussed there also. So devotees, what happened here? Narayana Bhakti. The whole objective was that through Gyan, they could work their way up and attain devotees oneness with Prabhu. Because again, it's only when you get knowledge you will know what is right from wrong, what is good from bad, you know, and so on, in this way. Hari Om, प्रातःकाल को से हवन को कर को दाना दी के युक्त होकर सिंहासन को बैठे पर की होता है. One morning devotees, it says, having performed all the spiritual ablutions and so on, when I say get up, take your bath, perform worship to the devatas, devis and so on in this way, havan and so on. Then what happened? They asked Sut devotees on the Singhasan, because Saunak had asked Sut to take the Singhasan. So Saunak there is on behalf of the 88,000 and he is posing questions to Surji Maharaj. So there they ask of Surji Maharaj the following. Hari Om Rishi bole, he Sut, Hari Om Sukha ki ko dene wale ko deva mar ko suna. अब को भय के को देने वाला को यमलोक को मार को सुनने ही इच्छा हमको लोगों करते हैं. He said, before you had discussed to us the happiness, right? The happiness given pathway of the shining ones, devotees that are described by you before. What do you mean by that? Those who have realized the Lord, those who have their third eye open already, those who are on the pathway of Gyan, Vairag and Bhakti, all right? They are on the pathway of spiritual elevation, they are the shining ones, all right? How they work their way up to reach Bhagavan. Remember when we leave this body, you have the pathways to go to Lord Yamraj, we all have to face him one day, all right? So the pathway devotees of the shining ones, that is the God's realized soul, who try to live along the pathway of righteousness as documented in the scriptures. You already have discourse upon that with us. But also, Ji Maharaj, we would like to hear once more. Hari Om Narayana Bhakti Kevalam. Yam log kumar ko sunte iksha ko hum log karte ki hota hai. We will now like to hear, right? Tell us about the fear-inspiring way that leads to Lord Yamraj. All right? And this devotees relates to the one who turns away from Godhead. The one devotees who does not know his true self, who he is and his purpose of being here. The one, no matter how you're trying to put you on the correct track, you're always running off like a train. You understand? How then does that soul go on that fear-inspiring way to Lord Yamraj when we live that type of life? When the time comes to leave this body, we would like to know. Hari Om. जैसे संसार को दुख और को उसके को उत्पन्न हुआ को कलेशों के हरि ओम की को नाश करने वाला जो जीव को इन लोक और को परलोक में किस प्रकार दुखदारी को भोगते है वहाँ सुनते इच्छा करने लगे है श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. Also tell us again, we like to know the miseries of this world. What are the miseries of this world, devotees? And is there any method of destroying it? Miseries in this world? Tell us again of the afflictions of this world and even that of the other world when we live here. We would like to hear in this respect. Saunak ak Suji Maharaj. Hari Om Bhagavan Vatsalam. सूजी कहने लगे कि हे सौनकादि ऋषियों सुनो यमलोक में को मार को अतियान को कठिन है परंतु के पुण्यवान को पुरुषों के सुख देने वाला तथा को पापी पुरुषों का दुख देने वाला है श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. So suit related to him. He said, "Oh Saunakadi Rishio, listen. I am willing to describe to you this pathway, devotees, that leads to Lord Yamraj. Very difficult to tread, it says here, right? And devotees, but is happiness given to the virtuous person. It is difficult for the wicked who turn away from the Lord, but is a pathway of happiness given to the one who is on the pathway of Godhead, or the one who has realized himself, or to the virtuous person in this manner. And devotees, it is also misery given to the sinful person. It's a pathway of misery for the sinful person then after he leaves this body. हरि ओम. गरुड़ ने इस कथा की को विस्तारंग भगवान के पूछा था. श्री विष्णु जिस तरह के गरुड़ से कहा कि ना भगवान वत्सलम. Now this was again declared to Garur by Bhagavan Vishnu himself. Bhagavan Vishnu himself gave this knowledge to Garur. By doing so, it was able that for us that we could get the knowledge too. If the discussion did not take place, we will not have this knowledge here now. Hari Om. The same again, I will read it to you, what discussion went on between Vishnu Bhagavan and Garur. Right? That it will remove all your doubts and so on. Narayan. एक समय वैकुंठ में भगवान आनंद के विराजमान थे. उस समय को गरुड़ ने को हरिओम विनय को विनती को होकर पूछा है. इसे one time भगवान Vishnu was sitting in Vaikuntham relaxing. Okay? Garur reverently bowed to the Lord, and seeing the Lord devotees in a state of relaxation, Garur thought it. You see, I did explain during the Bhagavad Gita, time is something you don't waste, right? Time is the greatest treasure that man has, and you don't waste time. The little moment Garur saw the Lord, he found an opportunity for satsang. The same thing happened Lakshmana, Shri Ram and Panchavati in Ramayana, you know. One day Shri Ram was relaxing and Lakshman saw that opportunity. He posed questions to the Lord and those answers are given in Ramayana. So you don't waste time. Constructive people, when they meet together and they have the time, they don't agar-bagar say, they don't talk. You try to see how to do or what you can do to help to make this world a better place to live in. Not only for us, but for those that will come after too. They always look something constructive to do to better life upon this earth. Us and the lower creation also. So Garur devotees looked at it as an opportunity, and he, devotees, questioned Bhagavan Vishnu. Garur ji bole ki हे प्रभु देव अनेकों प्रकार की भक्ति मार अपने को मुझको कहाँ बसाई. हरिओम भक्त जनों की उत्तम गति का की को हरिओम कहाँ की होता है. Garur said, Prabhu, this pathway of devotion that is mentioned, okay, of many forms that there be, has been described again to me by you before. Bhagavan had told him again, and these kathas we did in Ramayana, Bhagavata, the glory of time and the importance of devotion. How to develop devotion to the feet of God. Right? Very easy. It was discussed on before, Garur is saying. But here he's saying again, also again, the highest goal of the devotee. What is the highest goal of the devotee? Is that when the time comes you could get moksha. that the soul can merge back in the super soul, where it does not have to come back in a future body again. If that does not happen, then we return into another body. But really and truly, a devotee excelling on the pathway of devotion, he don't even bother about moksha, right? He don't even think about getting oneness with God, because the kind of happiness he experiences, he wants to stay in that all the time devotees. Hari Om Narayan Paramatma. He said, इस समय को भयंकर को यमलोक के मार्गों को सुनने इच्छा को करता है. I wish to hear about the fearsome way to Lord Yamraj. When the soul leaves this body, all right? Siddhi Bhagavan Vatsalam Mama Pujitam Pratigrihitam Vindraban Bihadi Lal Ki Jai. कि भक्ति को विमुख को हरिओम पुरुषों की यम लोक में को मैं को जानता मैंने को सुना है. Which again it says here, is devotees, is what you call the traveling period then, that is revealed, right, of those who turn away from the pathway of devotion to Bhagavan. Well, the process on the road to Lord Yamraj then, that I had to travel, right, which is fear inspiring, as it says here, okay? And that devotees happens to the person who turns away from the feet of Bhagavan, the pathway of devotion. Let us go back and Bhagavad 1 minute. Remember we did the katha with the growth of the human embryo. In 7 months of pregnancy, when we understand that, remember, we don't get the human body easily. It's after going through all these, evolving, coming up the road, and beating out karmas, that the Lord has blessed you to have a human body. And life begins at birth, but at conception. So in 7 months of, you call it pregnancy, the position of the fetus turns and the hands come like this, preparing for delivery, and devotees, the fetus becomes fully conscious. That is why again a 7-month child has lived, right? They say they had to be careful with lightning, I think. Lightning struck them, they could die and so on. So in 7 months the fetus is fully conscious. And Bhagavan appears in the womb. If you remember the Katha in Bhagavad, those of you who are here. And devotees reminds us of the suffering that we experience back in the various bodies, all the torment in the hellish regions and all them things. And how you're born back from the lowest, coming up the road, taking a body birth, living it life, living it death, and your beaten bodies coming up. Until Bhagavan, you beat out some of them, and the Lord said, look, let me give you a human body, right? You have the privilege to achieve your ultimate objective. What is the ultimate objective of the soul? The ultimate objective of the soul, having come from Bhagavan Vishnu, is to return back to him. That is the ultimate objective, you know. What happens, the process devotees on that journey is what has caused the trouble. Where the soul now gets attached to the body it is in, and the materialism around, which is Maya. Karmas are committed which are detrimental to it. And what happens is start to go wrong back again. So we come like you're up there and you're coming down back. You're going up again and you're coming down back. That is what happens with us. In the womb devotees here, Bhagavan does remind us, I'm giving you a chance. You get in this body. You have the privilege where you don't ever have to come back again. You are standing right on the gateway to get me. Right? Moksha dwara hai. That's how it's described in Ramayana. All you have to do, open the gate and I there waiting for you. But it depends on how you use the body, because the body was prescribed and designed for a particular type of activity. And what is that activity? साधन की धाम है. What is sadhana? Spiritual endeavors. To do spiritual work with this body. This is what this body was designed for. Let's remind ourselves. The body has chakras, kundalinis. By yogic practice, you are able to awaken them, live the life force. At least try to get your third eye open. Right? The yogis go higher, they bring it to the pineal point here, which is, and they communicate with Bhagavan in Mahasamadhi. You see, this body devotees, every gland, every organ, every hair point, this body is presided over by a divinity. This human body is not an easy body, devotees. Bare bhagya mano shatanupava. Of Bhagavan's creation of 8,400,000 species of lives, which are divided into 4 categories called Andaj, Ukmaj, Pindaj, Janastravar, lives that come from wombs, mammals, lives that are born from eggs, lives that are sweat-borne, microscopic and otherwise, and the plant kingdom, it do have a body higher than the human body the soul could ever get to come and live in. It do have it. So when you're born as a human, you're really supposed to sit down and thank the Lord every single day. No matter what position you are in as a human, what position, you have devotees, a privilege you could work your way. You know, during the Bhagavad, I said that there's an old film called Wakta. The old one is an Urdu word which means time will tell. In that film, the guy was poor, very poor, and he praying too bad. Devotion in his heart. You know, the day he get rich, he started to keep party instead. And if you see how things turn out in later on, it's a nice film to watch. Yeah. And that happens. Sometimes when you have it, it'll be better, you know. Because more you have is more worries. It's more trouble for you to see about. That is no joke. More you have is more worries for you. Very few people who can have that amount and yet still stay away from it. There are people like that too, eh? They have plenty and all these things, but they can still pull away from it. But most of people are what? Attached to it. You are taken up with it. You are dominated by it, devotees, and something click in there. Time, devotees, time is going. You see it? So here you see it. Right? This pathway of the misery traveling road devotees is really revealed of those who turn away from the pathway of devotion to the Lord. You see, we make that promise. Bhagavan devotees, they say, Lord, if you let me born, I'm going to devote myself from you from birth to death. Every human does make that promise. Now with the pains of birth, that memory is lost. Right? With the pain of birth, the memory is lost. You forget it. Now when you're born here now, depends on the kind of parents you have now. If they are not God-conscious parents. Man, they say, Father say, break a seal and let me celebrate here, boy. You have a son, you know, he happy too bad. Right? And this child bawling down the place, you know, kaha, 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 where am I, where am I, where am I? You see, look how pretty the baby looking, eh? Watch how nice the baby looking when the baby crying. And the baby telling Bhagavan, Lord, look at him, man, want to help me here. He blind. He blind and he going to lead me who blind because I helpless. Blind leading the blind, what will happen? That's all they say. Becoming a parent, very easy. But being a parent is serious responsibility. Our first objective and obligation as a parent, get the child on the pathway to God's realization. And remember, you cannot do it when you wait till the child finish UE. Then to tell he come in the temple or she. From the time they born, start to bring them. Even before they born, while the mother pregnant, she should be in these environments. Even before that too. Become involved so that your children will be born as God-conscious children. You're not worried they will grow up, must play around, run about, all these things and so on a little bit. But you see, when they make friendship with them murtis, it happened to all of us as when they were small, it happened. Right, and Anjani? It's saying small. This is where it comes from. So those who turn away from that devotion, in other words, then we make a solemn promise and you break it. And Garupuran tell you that's serious sin. Anytime you promise and you break your promise, that's serious sin. All right? Hey Prabhu, he says here, Hari Om, आपका को नाम को अति को सुगम को है उसमें को भी को उच्चारण करते हुए कुछ परिश्रम को नहीं होता सबके को भूख से को जी हाँ भी फिर मई को नरके को जाते हैं ऐसे को नराधन पुरुषों को बारंबार धिकार की होता है. He said your name is so easy to pronounce. What did the rishis tell Ratnakar? Chant Ram. That had to say? Ram. He even couldn't say that. He know the word Mara is to kill. He know that good. Ram Naam se ulta japte hai. Even if you chant the name wrong side, it'll bring good merits. Right? This tongue is so easy to call God name. So easy. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Sita Ram, Radha Krishna. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Dung Durgaya Namaha. It's so easy, devotees, to call his names when you check it out in this manner. All right? And devotees, to keep the tongue under control. He said, damned and wretched again, right, are those devotees who nevertheless, right, do not use this tongue to call that name of the Lord. Then this tongue comes like the tongue of a snake. And definitely you're heading down the road to Yamraj along the pathway of misery. You see it? Sometimes in devotees we wanted, I go try next. As soon as things settle and things, Baba don't frighten me coming, you know. We go in satsang and we're doing puja and we're doing the, you know what could happen next week? And people don't realize satsang does not take away from your life. Satsang adds and helps devotees. The power of satsang devotees, if you're sick and you come satsang, you're going to start to feel better. If you're tired and you come in satsang, the fatigue will go away. If you have worries and you come, they're going away too. Whatever be it and you come, we do talk for stress. This is really a place to release stress, satsang. Satsang itself is like a high-potency vitamin tablet. It really, devotees, energizes your whole system. Satsang, you can never go wrong. You get parasada, you get food, and you're going to carry home too. We want more than that. And all right? Think about it. It's a clean environment, a pure environment, a very good environment. You're sure that you don't get in trouble in this kind of place and so on, than if you find yourself somewhere else. It has been stressed, devotees, by the great saints and sages. This tongue that does not use, a person does not use this tongue to call God's name, which is the easiest way to uplift yourself, because by chanting the name of God, this is where it is in Kali Yuga. Calling that name and chanting that name, devotees, very easily, right? One could begin to uplift himself. So very damned and wretched is that individual, and definitely he goes down to the hellish region. Hariom, is कारण को की को हरिओम श्री भगवान को पापी मनुष्य जो को गति को होता है वहाँ मेरे की को ही और को यमलोक मार्ग में हरिओम को जाते हुआ किस प्रकार को दुखों से को प्राप्त होते वहाँ भी कहीं की होता है श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय विष्णु भगवान की जय. Tell me, O Lord, to what condition then the sinful come devotees, and in what way the sinful obtains again that miseries devotees of that way along to Yamraj after he has left this body then in this way. If you notice, the stress is not on the good pathway, you know, because the good, who does good, who tries his best to be along the pathway that you are supposed to be here for, it has much to say about we then. Well, who on that pathway, right? But those who neglect the duty, this is where I tell you you're going to suffer. Okay? I want to know about that. Bhagwan bole ki, hey Garud, Hari Om, प्रचंड के को जिनको सुनते ही को भाई को उत्पन्न को होता है ऐसे को यमलोक के मार्ग की है कहाँ ता है को जिस मार्ग में को पापी मनुष्य नरक में को जाते वहाँ सुनने में भी को बड़ी भयंकर है श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय भगवान विष्णु said to him, Garud, listen, I will describe to you this way of Lord Yamraj. It is very terrible even to hear. By which again, those again sinful ones go to that pathway of Narak or the hellish region, right? To suffer again the consequences of the actions committed here by the body, right? That's why you see what some people will be afraid. They say, I'm afraid to listen to Garuda Puran. If you don't read it, how you'll know what is right from wrong? You cannot know. Remember, we are extracting, we want to learn, we are all learning, acquiring knowledge. And unless we do it, we will not find that knowledge. Right? Now, who it is that's going on that pathway to Lord Yamraj, on the pathway suffering devotees? Now, listen again. उस नरक में ऐसा ही मनुष्य को जाते हैं, पाप कर्म को सलंघन है. Those who delight devotees in sins, right? Anybody who on the pathway only committing wrong, sinful actions, as well, what is sin then? Later on in the Garuda Puran, you go hear really what is sin. But we have a good idea what is wrong then. Those who have devotees, no mercy in their heart. Right? That compassion, that daya is not there in the heart. Such a person definitely goes down to that miserable pathway to Lord Yamraj. Those again devotees who Hari Om, who again is not on the pathway of righteousness for which this body was given and designed for. You neglect the pathway of righteousness to Bhagavan. Such a person goes down that pathway to the hellish region suffering. We are supposed, every human being, no matter who you are, supposed to have that God's consciousness in your heart. And if that only happens, then you're going to see how this will come a better place. All them crime and thing will stop. It's like people are lacking to know, to identify with themselves, their true self, who they are. And your purpose of being here, how you come here, what you have to do, or where you go in, and what will happen afterwards. Is lack of that knowledge. Long ago, people had it in them. You know? A lot of this good nature is to be there because they grew up with it at home too. The home devotees is, long time they tell you that a whole village used to grow up a child, and it's true, It's true. If you do something wrong and the neighbors see you out there with that, they cut your tail, and when you come home, and they cut your tail again home. So two set of cut tail you get it when you reach home. Anybody could have pull up on your socks anywhere you are. You can't do that these days. So you understand what's happening? So people used to grow up, and then you always, parents used to, have their children on the go to temple, church, or mosque, or whatever it be. So then you had that spiritual, even self. Even self, you just going for the parasite or the food, but you were there. And just a start in that way, it is help, You're just going for a bit of an objective, it's going to help you some way later on. So a person who does not have that righteous pathway in his life, who does not see the devotees, that there is a supreme maker, and we are supposed to live along a righteous pathway designated for this body, such a person, devotee, is going down that miserable path. A person who is attached to wicked company, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Right? Even as adults, careful with the company that you keep. Watch your children, the kind of friends that they have. Right? Very important, devotees. Sometimes you don't have time to check children's company. Who are your friends? Let us see them. What are they involved in? Investigate and find out. Because they can either pull them right down or send them up. You always look for one to send you forward and higher in life, not downward and backward. You want to keep going forward. So devotees, those attached to wicked company, right? Those who do not like devotees, the true scriptures, right? You're forsaking your very true scriptures, you're condemning it, and you're going, leaving it to go and pick up that which is by the way then. Such a person, devotee, is very ignorant of the greatness of his scripture. And you have plenty of that taking place, right? These words are coming from the lips of Bhagavan Vishnu himself. There's no intermediator here. He's speaking to Garur, letting them have this knowledge. Garur asks those questions for our benefit. Okay? Those who delight in devotees again, those who do not, again, it says, like the true scriptures and the company of good people. You don't like people who in satsang and who could help you and move forward and better your life. You are not that kind of company. You're going down that way to the hellish region. Very, very important. ऐसे अभिमानी को किसी को नमस्कार भी नहीं को करते हैं. The person who is selfish in nature, right? You want everything only for yourself. You don't want to share, you don't want the next one to get and all these things and so on. When you die, you're carrying one single thing, every single thing remaining right here. Okay? The person who is self-opinionated. Now when you're self-opinionated, that means to say you only hold for your view alone. Right? If you see a black cow where you see that's a Red Bull, people have to believe that. You see that way and that is your perspective and how you see it, and nobody could change that. You cannot learn if you're a self-opinionated person, because your views are bound to be correct all the time. Another person could have a view that you didn't see it in that angle, and really when he put it for you towards you, you could see really is a better view. So in order now to take advice and all these things, and you have to be humble. But when you're self-opinionated, there's ego and there's abhiman is there. There's pride in you. I know everything. I don't have to learn from anybody. Yeah. Like one person tell them, I say, boy, why don't you come to the class? Why you could learn from them? Right? What you could learn in every situation in your life. You could learn. Every situation. Right? If you sit around and watch an ant nest, devotees, if you have a little piece of kurma somewhere there, and just watch how them ants just operate, you could learn from that. Every aspect of God's nature you could learn. You keep learning all the time. We learn until the moment of death. So that pride, devotees, isi prakar ko, the person again contaminated with pride. Aur ko dhan kumar ko yukta hai, and who again devotees, you know, you're wealthy and you have money then and you're proud of that. Right? Nobody better than you. What happened to Kuber's two sons? Nal Kuber and Marigriva, right? Narad cursed them to be born as two trees because with the wealth, they were intoxicated. They felt them as the boss. Man, money will pay for anything. What are you worrying about? That pride, devotees of wealth, which could really swell up your head. Right? And you look down on others now. Okay? All of these devotees, such a person loses his bearing here, which is so difficult to get, and heads along the miserable pathway of misery to Lord Yamraj. You see? Hari Om. Isi prakar ko bar ke yukta ho. Hari Om. Sri Asuri ko संपदा को प्राप्त होके है, और को देवी को संपदा के वर्जित की होता है. Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. A person again with ungodly qualities in him. There are characteristics that will cause you to, you just fall on that three section. Devta, human or Rakshas. Rakshas is ungodly, it will perform ungodly qualities. All right? Hurting others, okay? That devotees, that ahimsa, as we spoke about, it cannot come in there if you're like that. Looking down on others, ungodly qualities. Today, let me tell you something. People don't realize again, people eating anything you feel in the stomach with, you know. God, watch YouTube and you go see. Eh? Lord Shiva resides in the stomach. You are careful where you're feeling him here. Something, anything they could eat by the eating, you just really want to know. Long time people said people eat meat and they picking and choosing, you know. Well, first they start to eat just eat tail of the alligator, not eating the whole thing. anything man go eat now. You just tell me, not realizing this body is not ordinary. The devatas just envy us because we have this human body here. What you could do with this body, them can't do it up there. Look at this body, what we could do with the yag. The devatas and them, they can't do it, devotees. You see? So we just really have to value it. And the thing is that when you come here, it's for a limited time. It's not forever. You understand? As I always mention, when you're young, you'll feel you'll never get old. When you're healthy, you'll feel you'll never get sickly. You know? When you have all the vibrancy and the skill and the talent and this, you feel you always will remain so. Well, God bless you if you could remain so. But we have to understand there's a process in life. And as the clock ticks along, this body will get weaker. So now the mind is strong to do it, You feel you can move a mountain with this mind, but physically, you just can't do it. So it will happen to all of us. It happened to our foreparents before, those who were there before. We are following along that channel, those coming up behind us, and there's a process that is going on like this. The whole issue is that once we could get the knowledge and realize, right, it's a blessing that we have this human body. It's not here forever. The little while we have it, let us harness it and put it to good use. And what is the good use? We say it all the time. Serve the Lord and His creation with a guileless heart. Just do good while you could, when you could, as long as you could, as much as you could. Right? I always say, don't sit down and wait. Look for opportunities where you could do good with this body. Because today we might be able to do the good, but tomorrow we don't know if you could do it. We don't know what can happen tomorrow. Nobody knows. Take advantage. And devotees, what happened? There's a beautiful saying, procrastination is the thief of time. Do not keep putting it off. When is the time to start? The time gone, nobody could go back on that. But ahead of us, we have an advantage. Start right away. Get on that pathway, devotees, and do good with this body. Do good. One of the greatest things, devotees, to help man in Kali Yuga, as I told you, the law of karma is, you have to pay for what you do. That's a logical law. But due to Kali Yuga and Parikshit, he make it a bit easy in the sense that he says, we could burn bad karmas and build good ones. Right? And the place to do it, places like this. Right? Always stressing that. Anywhere you have satsang, that is the place, devotees, to help you burn your bad karmas. And by burning, you could build good ones. Bhagavad Gita tells you, if you read Gita, study Gita, and practice what the Gita teaches you, Gita has the power to burn bad one and build. Anything you could use this body for God's sacrifice, yagya, right? And devotees, to be honest with you, devotees really come out and use the body for this Bhagavad gone there. It just flowed. You know sometimes one had really done? It really happened. Think about it. It just came on and it just like that. It flows so smoothly like the Ocean Princess and the Pacific. As you know, the cruise liner, how it does run there. So smooth, devotees, you know what they feel like anything. So beautiful. Any way you can help. Somebody in distress, this, that. Because devotees, let me tell you, one day, we will hear a knock. And that knock is to go. And when that time will reach, then you will have say, look, I don't have any regret because I did what I could have do. It's when you do and the knock come, right, and you have to go, oh gosh, you know, I could have done, I didn't want to do, and I ain't do, and oh gosh, look at it. If I could have got 2 weeks again, think about it. It don't happen so. Man has to be alert, because another thing is that in Kali Yuga is 432,000 years, human years. Kali Yuga started the day Lord Krishna left this earth, which is approximately 5,026 years. So you have approximately, work it out, right? Nearly 427,000 years, less than that, right? A little less. But the wheel of time will spin faster in Kali Yuga. That's how it will be. We just celebrate New Year's. I seen the advertisement, Santa Claus already. Watch a child now born, and by the time you just turn around, and they're just growing up like that. Now for now, they're moving up the ladder like that. And then we who are bigger now, you're growing older too. So the wheel of time, which is called Mahakal, will spin faster. And if you do not stay on the alert and do what you have to do, that clock will not wait for you. And you will have lost your bearing, and you lose your purpose, and it becomes too late. So he said here, devotees, such a person who again, devotees who lack these divine attributes and all of these, definitely they go down that way. Hari Om, Narayan Paramatamaye Namo Namah. और चित में को चलने को मात्र को विचित्र है. हरि ओम श्री मोहजाल से को हरि ओम अक्षादीन है. और को कर्म भोग के को हरि ओम सलंगन ऐसे को प्राणी अशुचि को नाम को नरक को जाता है. श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. The person devotees again, bewildered devotees by many thoughts and enveloped in the delusion of this Maya world. The person whose third eye is not open and who sees himself as this body. When he watches in the mirror, I'm looking real good today. This is me, right? And the person who sees this materialistic world around as being real and true and the objective for this existence, that person go down that miserable pathway. Because that is the trap to lay you off the track then. The pathway of Maya. Now we have to understand, we have to live in this Maya, right? We have to live here. We are not yogis. You need land, you need house, you need shelter or food, all these things. You have to go to work, cater for home, all these things and so on. And it's this you have to deal with outside here. But you know what satsang does make you do? Able to control it. That everything the eyes want to see is good for it, or the ears want to hear, or the nose want to smell, or the mouth want to taste or see, or the hands want to touch, or the feet want to go is good. Only with the knowledge and satsang now you'll be able to have that control. You learn to live in it, but live out of it like the water lily. Where does the lotus plant grow? Only in dirty, stagnant water. But the lotus grows on a tall stalk above it, unaffected by it. It takes all the nutrients to survive, but it grows up on a tall stalk, unaffected by it. You see it? When you're able to get your third eye open, realize your true self, and gain the control over the Maya, then you learn to live like the lotus. Take what you have to live here for, but you stand above, unaffected by it. And then devotees, you will begin now, birds of a feather will now flock together. You will now look for the company that you really know comfortable in, which is satsang. See it? A change will take place. And Shri Ram, Lakshman tell Guharat and Ramayana, the only time a person is considered to have been fully awakened, he is called a yogi. When you say awakened, that his third eye is open, that he can see now the difference between the real and the unreal, is when he has developed an aversion for materialism. Vanity, luxury, and all these things in the material world, when you have developed an aversion for it. Because that has lure you into it and get you stuck. Devotees like, you ever read the story of Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby? Yeah? Well, let's not go. Okay? Just as our spider's web is, the spider spins the web. That's how God put it to eat. The insect sees it so attractive. The moment it reaches there and just touch the web with one of its limbs, it gets stuck, eh? He tries with the next one. What happened at 2 stuck? And the next one 3. And the next one 4. And what happened afterwards is food for the spider. That is how we end up in materialism, devotees. Right? We get lured into it, stuck into it. Time is wasted, devotees. And you say, but so quick, boy, I make 60 years, boy. Eh? You can't believe that, eh? And you hear the big man and them knocking on your door. Hey, you have to go here. You say, oh God, what I going to do, boy? I do waste all the time already, this, that. Let me go and see if I could still do like Ratnakar. Rishis, what I could do to help? What I could do to help? He said, this man ain't know nothing. Chant Ram, Ram, Ram. He ain't know that, he know Mara. Mara is to kill. He said, go and chant the wrong side self. So don't matter devotees, there's always a time you could still make a change. You could still make a change. If it's one day before you leave this body, you could make a change. What you don't do, you cannot do it. But ahead of you, you could make that difference in your life. And that's why you see, people need to gravitate towards satsang. Long ago, satsang used to be the house. I grew up in a home every week, 2 times a satsang. I'm telling you, those days was pal. Nobody had much furniture and all them things. You push them to one side and it's pal. But the satsang, Ramayana, this, that, Bhagavad, you name it. All people always engage in these things, and that's where you get the knowledge from. So you don't start right away. And when that love for it and the understanding and you realize the value of it, you yourself now get more involved in it. So again, he says there are such people, the devotees, the head, who have attracted, and the mind is dominated by the mind of materialism. Such a person goes down to hell. Hari Om. जो पुरुष को ज्ञानशील को परम गति को प्राप्त होता है, वहाँ प्राणी को पाप कर्म को प्रकृति को दुखी को यम यातना को भोगता की होता है. Again, those who are intent upon wisdom, they go to the highest goal. Those who want to elevate themselves, those who want to get knowledge, Vishnu Bhagwan is saying, you go to the highest goal, while the other go down the hellish pathway, which is one filled with misery in that respect. All right? The sinful inclined devotees miserably they go to the torments of Yamraj in this way. Hari Om Narayan Bhakti Kevalam. इसी प्रकार को प्राणी को जैसे दुख होता है, उसके सुनो को मृत्यु के प्राप्ति यमलोक में को जाता है. Now let me tell you again how the miserable again of this world accrues again to that sinful, and having passed through death, devotees with the torments, right? He who lives that pathway of life, sinful, away from the pathway of God's realization, right, dedicated to this body and materialism, when the time comes to leave this world, what happened? Hari Om. Sukritya ko dushakrita, bhogakar ko karam yukabal ko me, Hari Om Sri, dvavastha mein ko vyadhi utpann ki hota hai. He says again, having experience in life, good or the bad actions, devotees, do his past karmas. You see, karma does play a part when you come here. Sometimes you do nothing wrong here, you know. But it's ugly, janam ke kamai, karmas don't go unnoticed. Right? Satnarayan Brat Katha, Narad saw that. Just in Kali Yuga, if you get serious, you could burn out some of them. Okay? If Satnarayan Brat Katha tells you that. So we bring karmas, devotees, from previous birth that were not reaped. They come twofold, good and bad. Good ones, we like them. They bring good things, you know. Bad one, we don't like them, but who commit it? Is we commit it? And it? We're responsible for it in this way. Hari Om. इसी प्रकार को आदि को मानसी को पीड़ा को व्याधि शरीर को पीड़ा को युक्त को जने इच्छा को करने वाला है उसको को आज अचानक को काल को अकर को प्राप्त हो जाता है जैसे को मुंह से पर को सर को दौड़ता की होता है. Then what happened, devotees? As a result of these actions, it says, disease arise, devotees, in this body. Right? Disease that can be powerful as death, life-threatening. Think about it. And it says death does wait like a cobra ready to strike it, to snatch the soul from the body, you know. So sometimes I will tell you, you don't have to do the wrong here, but it's karma, some previous birth that come here to meet you, that you have to go through that. Time to relax and live comfortably now. Certain illnesses come in and so on to have you like this. And stricken the body, devotees, it causes again that death approaches. And strictly with mental devotees, physical pain, mental pain, all these type of pains come in where the soul, you suffer in that body because of these sicknesses that will affect the body. It can be from previous birth, but it also come and tell you too that mansik rog will, majority of people will suffer from it. And mansik rog is called sickness of the mind. And treat them, what does it stem from? Kam, Krodh, Mad, Lobh, Ahankar. Listen to them carefully. Kam is lust. Krodh is anger. Right? Mad is a crave for sensuous pleasures in this world. Greed is lobh. And ahankar is ego. If these dominate, take you over, right? If 5 of them take you over, they'll control up here. And they'll form a team and bond together like that. And they begin to manifest themselves in a disharmonized manner, causing agony or pain or sickness in this body. According to Rabbi, that when you go by doc now, doc have a medical name for it. But it really comes from lust, anger, greed, what again? Kama, crave for the sensuous pleasures of the world, and egoism. All man's trouble come from that. Okay, so that's what is to kill it? What could kill it? No medicine could kill it. You know, Kak Bhusan tell Garud, Ramayan Katha Aushadhi Rupi Hai. Ramayan Katha is the medicine for it. Well, Bhagwan's Katha. That's why I sent Garud by Kak Bhusan Ji to listen. So you see, devotees, according to the scriptures, and let me just tell you, what type of sickness and ailments will occur in the body, you know. How it will affect, how it will manifest in the body, what you'll suffer with then. All that is in the Ramayana. Yeah, but doc have a medical name for it. Well, try this now and see if you go, you know. Well, sometimes you walk in, sometimes you can't walk. So what Sri Vishnu Bhagwan is saying, we can bring bad karmas from previous birth to affect us in this life, one, or again, with the manifestations of these negative qualities, they can also add to it. The easiest way to control it, to kind of get rid of it, satsang. Be in this environment, devotees. Distress in Kali Yuga, right? Sing the praises of the Lord with a guileless heart as loud as you can. Right? Whatever you could do with these hands, do it. Do it whilst you could. Okay? Puja, Kirtan, and Bhagwan's Katha. And like Shri Ram tells Shabari the same thing. Pratama Bhakta Santanakar Sangha, Dusari Rati Mama Katha Prasanga. You just get to like satsang and get to develop the love to listen to Bhagwan's Katha, and you will see what it will do. This is when magic, Kali Yuga, the worst age, but it has a magic in it. It can help us devotees. So in this manner, their soul devotees experiences now all these sufferings and all these things, being attached to materialism due to karmas committed from previous birth, and even those that may affect us here due to these negative qualities that we harbor in this life. Bolo Shri Vishnu Bhagavan Ki Jai. So devotees, this is our first session of Garuda Puran. We normally stop at 7:30 because we wanted to come back next week, and we don't really cross the 8:45 period around there. Okay, so we'll continue next week, devotees, as we listen to Bhagavan's Katha. Bhagavan Vatsalam Baba Pujitam Pratigrihitam. So Bolo Siddhi Vishnu Bhagavan Ki Jai. The Garuda Puran will not take as long as the Bhagavad did, but it has so much knowledge, and you will really shocked as we follow it up. As I told you, what you believe is not wrong. You will see how wrong it has been, and how much we could help ourselves still whilst there is life in this body. So Prem Se Boliye Siddhi Vishnu Bhagavan Ki Jai. So devotees, tonight, let us, whilst we have this privilege, take advantage of it and use the body whilst there's life in it, health and strength. Nobody knows by tomorrow what could be the case. We don't know. Take advantage of it. We are thankful tonight. Who contributed for us tonight? Huh? And food too. All right, so tonight devotees, the Mandir has contributed food and prasad. We want to thank what's your name again? Keshavi for doing puja tonight. God bless you. And we look forward to seeing you on Monday night for Krishna Janmashtami. Puja will start by 8:30. After that, we'll have reading again from Bhagavad Puran or Prem Sagar. By about nearly 11:45, we'll begin puja in the hammock. And devotees, those who prepare, prasad and otherwise, you will come up to do your worship. The time really is 12 midnight. As I say, whilst we could do it, let us do it. We don't know when the time will reach. We might not be able to do it then. Okay? So, Bolo Siddhi Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai, Vishnu Bhagavan Ki Jai. Devotees, before we join in Arati, we have lost a number of souls in the, in fact, personalities then, the soul do die, right, in our community here. Mr. Rupchand Suklal, you know how dedicated it was to this mandir. So it is Dharampatni. Mr. Rupchand Suklal has passed away. Okay, he was 93 years old. Wake is taking place at his son's residence in Kunaripo, opposite Valley's Alignment Center. He told me the funeral will be on Monday. Okay? Mrs. Salvi Jawahir, she was here during the Bhagavad. She lost her husband Neil. His funeral is tomorrow at 8, recreation up there, but according to Presbyterian, rice cremation at Caroni. Our very own Adesh from next door, he lost his Dulahin away. She died sometime today, I believe. We extend our sympathy. Pandit Roshan Bairagi from Susulan in Kunaripo, his mother also died. She suffered again. She was on the point. Darren, what is that funeral, please? Saturday morning from Susulan, Kunaripo. Very wonderful lady. So we have lost a number of souls in the community. Let us offer prayer for them, please. And we then join in Arati. Hari Om. Anadhinidhano Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundri Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Om Shanti शांति शांति हरि ओम। विष्णु भगवान की जय। Let us stand, please. We join in Aarti again. If you can't stand, stay seated. Hari Om. यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि तानि तानि विनाशान्ति प्रदक्षिणा परे। जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी, जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे। Everybody want to make Aarti? Welcome. जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओ जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख बिन से मन का
स्वामी, दुख बिन से मन का
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे। कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मात पिता तुम
मेरे
शरण गहु मई किसकी,
स्वामी शरण गहु मैं किसकी।
तुम बिन और न दूजा,
तुम बिन और न दूजा। आश करो मैं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी,
तुम अंतर्यामी।
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम करुणा के सागर,
तुम पालन करता स्वामी, तुम पालन करता।
दीन दयालु कृपालु,
दीन दयालु कृपालु कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति स्वामी,
सबके प्राणपति।
किस विधि मिलो दयामय,
किस विधि मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
दीन बंधु दुख हरता, तुम रक्षक मेरे
स्वामी, तुम रक्षक मेरे।
करुणा हाथ बढ़ावो,
करुणा हाथ बढ़ावो, शरण परा तेरी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषय विकार मिटावो, पाप हरो देवा स्वामी,
पाप हरो देवा।
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो,
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो,
संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जय जगदीश हरि भक्त जनों के भक्त जनों की संगत क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरि ओम जय जगदीश हरि ओम जय जगदीश हरि। जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
ओ हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओ हरि बोल हरि बोल ओ जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल
जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल।
ओ हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल ओ राधे 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 नाचा राधे 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 नाचा राधे 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 चाचा राधे 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 नाचा राधे आचा राधे चाचा राधे 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 रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल। हरि बोल 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 ओ बोली राधे 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 डोली राधे 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 डोली राधे 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 बोली राधे 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 बोली राधे डोली राधे गोरी राधे डोली राधे 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 रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल। हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल
हरि वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय विष्णु भगवान की जय। Let us put our hands together. We humble ourselves, thanking the Lord once more for these moments of togetherness in this holy environment of Satsang. Hari Om. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Shuresham Vishwadharam Gagan Sadrisham Meghavarnam Subhagam Lakshmikantam Kamalnayanam Yogi Virdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhaubhayharam Sarvalokaikanaatham Om Tvameva Mata
च पिता त्वमेव
Tvameva Vandu
च सखा त्वमेव
O Tvameva Vidya
द्रविणं त्वमेव
Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om। प्रेम से बोलिए विष्णु भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय, आर शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता की जय, साधु गुरु के दंडवत, जय 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 सीताराम। आपकी आसन लीजिए, काइंडली टेक योर सीट्स, प्लीज मेक श्योर रिसीव आरती प्रसाद and meals are prepared।